Hey everyone, I am here today with Joelle. Hi, Joelle.
Hey everybody. Hey
Mhm.
Nikki, thanks for having me.
Hi, it's good to have you. So, Joelle joined the Coaching Accelerator because he needed help with setting up his online coaching business. And today I would like to have a short interview about what that process was like and the results that he has today. So would you like to share with us, Joelle, what it is exactly you do as a coach?
Yes, I help people with anxiety, panic attacks, and agoraphobia to overcome their scary symptoms and take back the freedom in their life.
Amazing. Very unique and also, yeah, very unique niche that is also very important, I would say. Yeah. And where were you at, like before we started helping you within the coaching accelerator? What were some things that you were struggling with at that moment?
Yeah, I was essentially kind of trying to start this brand new business. And so I had an idea of what I wanted to do and the kind of people I wanted to help, but I really had no idea how to connect with them and essentially how to execute to getting a real client and getting started with a new client.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I can imagine that it's hard at that point because you know, like the value that you could bring to your ideal client avatar, but how do you actually get it going?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this something that you were thinking about for quite some time, or was this something that um, yeah, came up quite quickly before you took the step of joining us?
Yeah, I think it was in my mind for a long time, just as like an idea, but it was really probably the 3 months before that I really started to sort of say, okay, what would this look like? Am I really going to do this? And then I was kind of getting started in the mastermind program, and just felt like I needed more, needed to take it farther.
Yeah. What did you need exactly? You mentioned more, but what was that more?
Yeah, I think I really needed to understand. I needed to understand how to go from having this idea to really having the client to execute it with. Like, how do I go about the marketing piece, the sales piece? I think those were areas I really needed a lot of support with.
Yeah, yeah. More like a, yeah, do you mean like more like a step-by-step plan or something more specific to you? Or how do I see that? Like the support that you needed at that stage.
Yeah, both, both. I really needed to see how to take this kind of idea and see how would this actually look as a business, and then what are the steps to get there. And I think that's why I came to you to really see a step-by-step plan.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, I have a question like what made you join the program, which I think this is like a big part of that decision. Was there anything else that made you take that step?
I think just for me it was that moment of really committing to this idea and this business. That can be a really scary moment to say, okay, I'm gonna really go into this business. And I think joining this program is kind of that moment where you say, like, hey, I'm going into this. I'm committing to it. And I think that's a really important piece for anyone who's trying to start their own business is to commit. And
Mm,
that's the hardest thing for us when we have self-doubts is committing to ourselves.
yeah, especially when it's so close to your heart, what you want to do. You know, it's so big, like it's a big thing to get going.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did very, very well. You have some amazing results after really like setting up this business basically from scratch with with an idea that you had. Can you tell us what your results are like right now?
Yes. So far I have 4 new clients with the new business. And so um, it's kind of crazy because it is such a new thing, like the idea and everything is new. So getting those clients, um, every time I just like, wow, this is so cool. This is amazing. That they kind of came from scratch. You create it, you create the business really. And so I've gotten um, the clients are $2,500 each, and I actually sold one who just really wanted to do longer. I said, "Hey, I want more," and that was $4,500 as well. So they're definitely, high ticket offers.
Yeah, yeah, which I believe is the best way to go for your clients, like you can offer an incredible amount of support. It's a more lengthy program, which also speaks for that transformation. So I'm really, really happy for you. Really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, no, something that I'm now thinking about is like that you have these skills, that you have these methods, that you have your personal experience does not mean that you will get your clients tomorrow, that you can actually like use all that you have, like there's business systems, strategies, skills needed. Just having these skills and just being someone that can make a true impact in this world doesn't necessarily mean that you have a successful business tomorrow.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you took an
Absolutely.
amazing step there. What would you say to someone that is in a similar situation as you were before you joined the Coaching Accelerator? Yeah, what would you say to this person that is in a similar spot?
I would say go ahead and join. I think it's that moment where you're really committing to yourself. And Nikki does an amazing job in the accelerator as far as showing you every single step that you need to take. I don't think there's anything that's really missing. And to know that when someone has done it before you, right, you're not learning from a professor at school, you're learning from someone who's done these exact same steps and been successful. And so you not only are getting those steps from someone who understands it, knows it, you're getting those steps from someone who's done it and had the success. So there's a certain level of mentorship in being part of that program as well to seeing the path to success.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, thank you so much for this interview, Joelle.